Patriots, and welcome back to Mason Cable News. My name is Alexis Whitted.
And I'm Keirsten Robinson. How is your October rounding out? Do you have any fun plans?
I don't really have any plans for this weekend because it's my only free weekend this whole month, so I'm gonna stay at home, get some laundry done. It's gonna be nice. But on Tuesday, I'm going to dress up and go to Chipotle for that $3 burrito. You know what I'm saying?
I'll probably see you
yes.
there.
What about you?
I'm gonna be getting spooky all weekend, trying to get in the Halloween spirit. I have some pumpkins in my room that I still haven't carved. I've been putting it off because I don't know if I want to carve them or paint them. It's probably gonna be easier to paint them.
Definitely.
But carving is fun, so we'll see.
On Monday, Typhoon Lon struck Japan, bringing widespread flooding, mudslides, and killing at least 3 people. 2 people were in comas due to their injuries, while about 90 people had lighter injuries. Ahead of the storm, more than 200,000 people had been ordered to evacuate, with a further 2.2 million homes under advisory to prepare for the evacuation. On Sunday, Japanese voters participated in a snap general election that put Shinzo Abe on course to become the longest-serving leader in the country's post-war history. The turnout Sunday was hit by the typhoon, but a record number of Japanese citizens had voted early. Our thoughts are with those affected by this tragic event.
After receiving an $8 million donation from the Peterson family in 2015, Mason's new Health and Human Services building is set to open for classes this spring. Here's Bria Lloyd with more of the story.
We had to get funding for the new building. We did get some funding from the state, actually considerable amount of funding from the state, and we also got a grant, or a donation I should say, from the Peterson family, who donated money to help build this building. So in honor of them, it's actually the Peterson Family Health Sciences Hall.
If you take a look behind me right here, you can see that the new Health and Human Services building is still under construction.
We are anticipating that our students will be able to take classes starting in the spring semester. It's exciting for us because we are going to be, for the first time, consolidated here at George Mason campus, on the Fairfax campus, and we will be bringing together our 6 different departments. I actually think we will see an increase in health and science majors. We really should. 17% of our GDP in the United States is spent on healthcare. It's healthcare dollars. So it's a growing industry. It's well supported, and there's tremendous opportunities for students to come in and to learn more about health and to actually get jobs.
Reporting from Mason Cable News, Bria Lloyd.
Former professional snowboarder Kevin Pierce will be speaking at Mason tonight in the Hub Ballroom. For 4 years, Pierce was a snowboarder who won medals at major events such as the Winter X Games. His snowboarding career abruptly came to an end in 2009 when he was training for the Olympics and had an accident which left him with a traumatic brain injury. He has since recovered, and today he is an inspirational speaker who advocates for the prevention of brain injuries and the promotion of a brain-healthy lifestyle. His journey since the accident is documented in the HBO documentary film, The Crash Reel. After a screening of the documentary, which began at 5:30 p.m., Kevin will speak about his journey and answer questions beginning at 7:30 p.m. This event is hosted by Disability Services. Now for your latest in entertainment news, here's On the Couch with Rosemary Edisi.
What's up, Patriots? I'm Rosemary Edisi, and welcome back to another week on the couch. I hope you all survived through midterms. I barely did, but hey, Halloween weekend is approaching and you can dress up and eat tons of candy and watch scary movies and not think about your grades. Let's talk about some celebrity news. Guys, Uncle Jesse is officially off the market. That's right, John Stamos, who played Uncle Jesse on Full House, is engaged. The very attractive 54-year-old proposed to his girlfriend Caitlin McHugh on Sunday night at the most magical place on earth, Disneyland. According to E! News, John put together a film of some of the most romantic Disney movie moments and then ended the film with Sebastian from The Little Mermaid saying, "Go on and ask the girl." Get it? Because he's saying kiss the girl, now he's saying ask the girl. Okay, you get it. Great. After the proposal, John went straight to Instagram to share the news with the millions of followers. John posted the very magical looking illustration of him and Caitlyn along with the caption, "I asked, she said yes, and we lived happily ever after." That is so freaking cute. They seem so happy. On to our next story. Justin Timberlake is bringing sexy back to the Super Bowl stage again. It's been confirmed that the singer will be 2018 Super Bowl halftime show headliner. The last time JT performed at the Super Bowl was in 2004 with Janet Jackson. I'm sure you remember or have at least heard about this very controversial performance in which Janet Jackson had a huge wardrobe malfunction in front of 140 million people. Basically, at the end of their performance, which was very well choreographed, Justin reached over to Janet's chest and tore off a section of her clothing to reveal her breast. Yikes. This incident went on to be known as the Nipplegate and kind of made Justin Timberlake more famous while damaging Janet Jackson's career. Ever since the news of Justin performing at the upcoming Super Bowl came out, questions have been swirling around whether he would bring back Janet Jackson to perform. But as of right now, according to sources, the answer is no. Either way, I'm pretty excited to see JT kill it on the stage at the Super Bowl. Lastly, new meme alert, Kris Jenner is out here living her best life. The Kardashian Jenner mom is 61 and just dyed her hair platinum blonde, and her daughter Kim K posted a picture of her on Twitter with this unexpected look. Kim posted the pic saying, "Caption this," and the internet came through with the best memes and jokes about her outfit. When you get more than one like on a tweet, meme. People are even comparing Kris to Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians. Anyway, the tweets out there are pretty hilarious, and Kris is honestly just serving looks. I honestly just want to be as rich as her when I grow up. Well, that is all for this week. Be sure to follow me on my social media at RosemaryDC. Thank you so much for watching On the Couch. See you next week.
Are you looking for something fun to do on campus to celebrate Halloween? This Thursday, October 26th, the Liberty Square housing community will be hosting their trick-or-treat event. The event will take place in Liberty Square from 7 to 8 p.m. There will be free prizes, and RAs will be giving out multicultural candy bags to residents, so she's sure to stop by for some fun Halloween treats.
The annual Communication Forum took place on Tuesday morning in the Hub Ballroom. Appearances by MSNBC's Chris Matthews, Senator Mark Warner's advisor Kevin Hall, NPR's Jack Spear, and many other panelists encouraged the Mason community to continue their endeavors in truthful news gathering. Here's Angelique Arintok with the story.
Whether it's the news on your phone or that printed on paper, it's critical that we distinguish between what information is real and what information is fake.
Hosted by the George Mason Communication Department, this year's annual Communication and Insight Committee Career Forum followed the hashtag RealNews2017. Keynote speaker Chris Matthews of MSNBC's Hardball spoke about his own personal experience in journalism and politics, shedding light on truthful storytelling.
Hearing the news as well as reporting it, and you got to have a sense of who's hearing it and how they're hearing it. You just have to today.
Panelists and mentors at the event want students to implement careful strategies when gathering news as media consumers.
You can be handed some information, you can put a story together, that's fine, but without really making sure and checking that, everything is really verified and valid, you're not really doing your job as a reporter.
You can read this into every news story. How are we validating? How are we fact-checking?
So you have to be a critical thinker. You have to not take things at face value.
Reporting for Mason Cable News, Angelique Arintok.
Next Tuesday, October 31st, George Mason Democrats will be hosting a pre-election party from noon to 1 p.m. in the Johnson Center, room 239A. The party will celebrate all the work that GMU Democrats have done so far in the current election campaign cycle. Students will also be looking ahead to the final remaining week before Virginians go to the polls on November 7th. Free food will be provided. Stop by to celebrate the hard work of GMU Democrats this semester and to prepare for the election.
NBC host Megyn Kelly used her morning show, Megyn Kelly Today, to denounce her former Fox News colleague, Bill O'Reilly, and her former employer. At the start of her show, Kelly said she spent the weekend on the phone nonstop, talking to many women at Fox News and otherwise, who are deeply disturbed over the latest New York Times report. On Saturday, the Times revealed another settlement paid to dispose of a sexual harassment case against O'Reilly. The $32 million was reportedly paid directly by O'Reilly to Fox News legal analyst Liz Weil right before Fox News renewed his contract. After citing the $32 million sum, Ms. Kelly referred to O.J. Simpson being ordered to pay the Goldman and Brown families $33.5 million for the murders of Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson. She then asked, what on earth would justify that amount? What awfulness went on? This is now the sixth known case of harassment that ended in a settlement paid by either him or 21st Century Fox on his behalf.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Freshman's Corner. I'm your host, Brianna Sharpe, coming to you from Commonwealth. With Halloween quickly approaching, I decided to ask freshmen what they were doing for Halloween and what they were going to be. So if you're interested in listening to these responses, stay tuned.
So I'm going to James Madison for Halloween, and I'm either going to be number 4 from Kids Next Door or one of the Powerpuff Girls.
So what I'm going to be for Halloween is Joker from Persona 5, which is a Japanese video game. But also I have a bunch of other costumes with me, so I'm going to be cosplaying probably other days of the week leading up to Halloween.
I'm going as Harley Quinn for Halloween. And where are we going?
We're going to the GMU's Dim's Halloween party. I'm going as Leslie Knope. I was going to go as like Leslie Knope and Ben White, but that's like really, really hard to do. So just Leslie.
So I'm doing a Halloween haunt, and I am going as a pirate this Halloween.
I'm going out for Halloween, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to be for Halloween yet. Thanks for tuning in to this week's spooky segment of Freshman's Corner. I hope to see you guys next week on Mason Cable Network. Bye!
Gubernatorial elections are slowly making their way to Virginia. Patriots, get ready to cast your votes. In anticipation of the November 7th elections, come out to the Johnson Center atrium on Thursday, October 26th from 7 to 9 p.m. as the GMU Democrats and College Republicans partner with the Iota Alpha chapter of the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity incorporated with student government and Mason Votes for their event called First of All, We Vote. This public debate forum is meant to educate the Mason Nation for the upcoming elections. The deadline for registration and address updates has passed, but if you would like to request your absentee ballot, don't forget that the deadline is 5 p.m. on Tuesday, October 31st, 2017. The Music Productions Club will be hosting their 3rd annual Halloween concert on Friday, October 27th in the JC Bistro. The show will feature 3 rock bands from GMU. It is a free and open event, and it starts at 8 p.m. Halloween costumes are encouraged.
Hello Patriots, my name is Cody Borden. Here's your sports report for this week. Men's golf senior Eric Edwards made sure the season would end on a high note. He finished second, shooting a 7 under par at the ODU OBX Collegiate. The team as a whole finished 10th. The team will resume its season in February. In men's basketball news, Coach Dave is here to stay. Head coach Paulson has received a contract extension through 2022. Director of Athletics Brad Edwards says it is a privilege to extend Paulson's contract. The team will play its first game of the season on November 10th against Lafayette right here at George Mason. Keeping up with the coaches, the women's rowing team has a new assistant coach. Elizabeth Hilton is coming from Nova Southeastern University. Hilton also has first-hand experience in the sport, rowing at Washington College in Maryland during her time as a student athlete. She's excited to implement her training methods at Mason. Women's soccer forward Giska Adigo has been named the Atlantic 10 Rookie of the Week. She was able to score her first goal in a draw against LaSalle last Thursday. The Patriots are finished with the regular season, and they finished in the 3rd seed, and they will take on 6th-seeded VCU on Sunday in the opening round of the A-10 championship. The women's basketball team is excited to start their season next month. Natalie Butler has earned a spot on the preseason all-conference 3rd team. Sophomore J.C. Bolton is returning as the team's top scorer, and this will be Coach Nyla Millicent's 5th season in the position. They will open their season at Michigan on November 10th. That will do it for this week's Sports Report. Reporting from Mason Cable News, I'm Cody Borden. Stay tuned for the weather and then our roundtable discussion on the controversy with some Halloween costumes. You're watching Mason Cable News.
Patriots, this is Jeremy Goldstein of the GMU Weather Club with your weekly weather report. We have another fairly nice week ahead. The cold front that brought us some rain to start the week has started to move out of our region. A weak high-pressure system is starting to once again build over this area and bring us some clear weather. Our temperatures this week will start off near 60 degrees and reach the upper 70s by the end of the week. The rest of the country will also be experiencing pretty nice weather as we enter the middle of the week. You can see most of the country's weather is being dominated by some high-pressure systems. As we head into the weekend, we will start off with really nice temperatures reaching near 70 degrees. A cold front will start to form over the Midwestern regions Wednesday night into Thursday. This system will enter our region by Sunday afternoon and bring rain and colder temperatures with it. The front is expected to clear our region by Monday afternoon and make way for a beautiful Halloween. If you plan on going out for Halloween, you might want to bring a light jacket as temperatures will be in the mid to upper 30s, but you will not need an umbrella. Enjoy the mostly beautiful week.
With the Halloween season approaching, the question lies, have Halloween costumes become too controversial? The holiday, originated to ward off evil spirits by dressing up in costumes, has become a day of self-expression. Many wonder whether some costumes are culturally insensitive or if it should be left to free expression. Other costumes can cross cultures, whether consciously or unconsciously. These costumes can be considered as cultural appropriation. Common controversies include wearing traditional Native American clothing, using blackface, and dressing up as geishas. With these come debate on both sides. What are your guys' thoughts on this issue?
For me personally, I like to take Halloween. Two of my costumes this year, I'm going as the Powerpuff Girls and also Phil and Lil from Rugrats with my roommates. So I like to take Halloween and do fun things with my costumes. Like I like to do throwback costumes, or like I was a cheerleader once because I was a cheerleader in high school. So I like to do fun kind of throwback costumes. I personally don't like to participate in things that could be considered culturally insensitive just because I do feel for the people that are affected by it.
Right.
I think it all comes down to like just being considerate. Like if you think your costume might offend somebody, maybe try picking a different costume. So it's meant to be fun, so just keep it fun.
Right, yeah. Definitely, I think there's so much to choose from that if people deliberately choose to do those things, it's just...
That's where the problems come in.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So... Thanks for watching, Patriots. Be sure to tune back in each week on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. for more news on and off campus.
Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram at MCN on TV, on Twitter and Facebook at Mason Cable News, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Mason Cable Network. I'm Keirsten Robinson.
I'm Cody Borden.
And I'm Alexis Whitted. Enjoy the rest of your week.